All right, folks, here we are back for another market update. Sorry, I'm a little late. I was traveling until late last night and I didn't want to do it then because it would have been not the best quality. So we're doing the market update for November 2022. Once again, I'm Tom Moore with Remax here in Halifax. And yeah, we do one of these every month for the first timers. Basically, how we do this is we'll go kind of slow through the first slide. And then on the bottom there, you can click to the location or area that you're interested, if you're selling or buying, whatever it may be. Then you can just skip right to that. Now, again, if you have seen this or anything like that and you're interested in more Halifax content, be sure to like and subscribe. And always leave a comment below if there's something you'd like included on here. And if you do have friends or something along those lines that are interested in the Halifax real estate space, then maybe send this to them in an email or something along those lines, because a lot of the people that I talk to, they do, if they are interested in the real estate space, then this tends to be something they're interested in, just in terms of whatever neighborhood they're living in or interested in. So let's get to it. All right. So obviously, number one, we've got Bedford here. What I'll do is I'll draw a little map around the area. And then we get into the Bedford stats. So total sales and days on market is 18 and 27 respectively. Total sales, obviously the amount of houses and condos, multi-units, all that stuff being sold in the month of November. And then days on market is on average, a property is sitting for about 27 days on market in this case. Showings per listing and new listings, 6.3 and 21 respectively. So new listings, obviously it's how many listings came on the market in the month of November. Showings per listing is how many families, individuals, groups walked through that property before there was an offer placed on it. So, on average, we're seeing about 6.3. So 6.5 families walking through there before an offer is placed on that. That obviously isn't including, an open house or something like that, where you may have 10, sometimes 15. We had 25 families walk through our last open house, but those wouldn't obviously count. Sale price to list price percentage, so 98% of the list price. So let's say something's listed at $100. It on average was selling for $98 in the month of November. And then the single family monthly comparison. So month of October, we had an average sale price of $607,000, $750. And then this past month, November, we had $765,000. So these numbers, they can change quite significantly in the neighborhoods, but it's just because obviously in certain neighborhoods, you're going to have lower priced homes, and then in certain neighborhoods, you're going to have higher priced homes. But it's just to give you a general idea of what the median price is for these sales in these neighborhoods, so you can wrap your head around how expensive it would be to be in these different neighborhoods. And I've currently been filming more and more neighborhood videos that I'm going to be posting on YouTube over the next little while, so that when you're watching these, you can, be like, oh, Bedford, that's a price range that I'm interested in. Boom, here's a video of what it's like living in Bedford that you could watch as well, right? Just to give you a bit more of an idea. That's for obviously our out of province, out of country buyers. Okay, price per square foot. This was just 2 months ago. So on average, $360. Condo monthly comparison, same thing as single family, just with condos. $316,000 versus $299,000 in the month of November. And the price per square foot is $295. Should have got more water. Okay, Bridgewater. So Bridgewater, this is an area about an hour and a bit outside of Halifax, basically an hour outside of Halifax, down kind of the main city for the South Shore region, which we'll also be doing. And yeah, it's basically it's a divided highway halfway there, and then it turns into a single highway, but definitely commutable. Total sales and days on market, 9 and 14. Showings per listing and new listing, 4.5 and 6 respectively. So not a ton of movement in Bridgewater, just because there's less inventory. Sale price to list price percentage, 96.7%. Single family monthly comparison is $314,000 versus $270,000. Price per square foot is $218 per square foot. Clayton Park and Rockingham. Nice little area located just off to the side of Halifax. Total sales and days on market, 33 and 20 respectively. Showings per listing and new listings, 7.8 and 19. Sale price to list price percentage, 97.4%. Single family monthly comparison is $550,000 versus $535,000. So one of the trends you're going to see throughout this is that a lot of those houses, I guess, percentage of asking price are under asking, which is a sign that it is a bit of a buyer's market right now. However, there's still certain houses that are having multiple offers and whatnot. It really is kind of a case-by-case basis. The last stat I saw, which was in the month of November, was I think almost a third of houses were going either over asking or have multiple offers. So there is still that element out there of it being a seller's market. So it really depends on the house. Price per square foot is $364 per square foot. Condo monthly comparison, $424,000 versus $313,000. And the price per square foot for a condo is $300. So that's a decent way also to, that coupled with our monthly comparison of what houses are selling for is a good method to figure out, okay, what is that price range for the house that I'm looking for, right? Because those two numbers should be able to give you a general idea. Okay, here we are, Cole Harbour, Nova Scotia. Total sales and days on market is 17 and 11. Showings per listing and new listing is 8.6 and 18. Sale price to list price percentage is 99.5%. Single family monthly comparison is $400,000 versus $422,600. Price per square foot being $400 per square foot. One thing we're going to see in the next month, so December, basically now, is that we're going to hit that bottom for a lot of the activity, I guess we could say, in the real estate market. We hit a bottom in December, and that's just because it's the holidays for pretty much everybody, and they're not looking necessarily to buy a house, and they're not looking to necessarily sell a house or have people coming in through their house during that holiday season. So typically we'll see December as being kind of the slowest month in terms of activity on buyers and selling side. Now, that's not necessarily meaning that it's a bad month to sell, but that's a whole other conversation right there. Or buy. Total sales and days on market, 51 and 13. Showings per listing and new listing is 7.5 and 40 respectively. Sale price to list price percentage is 98.9%. Single family monthly comparison is $440,000 versus $430,000. Price per square foot being $351. Condo monthly comparison is $368,000 versus $471,000. So, there's a couple newer buildings, condo buildings in Dartmouth that can be priced significantly different than some of the older buildings in Dartmouth. So that's why you're seeing almost $100,000 difference there potentially. Price per square foot is $463. What I was saying about the bad time, I'm gonna get into that because I'm realizing it sounds like I'm just talking. But if you think about it logically, obviously during the spring when there's the most listings, if I'm listing a house, I have to compete against all those other houses as well. Versus if I'm listing a house in December, there's way less competition. So, if somebody is really wanting to buy a house in December, it may only be your house and maybe another one that fits their taste. Whereas in the spring, it could be your house and 10 others. So that's kind of the mindset there. And then with the buyers, it's on the same side on the other. Usually there's way less buyers. So people who do have their house for sale in December are willing to negotiate with you a bit more if you happen to be somebody that's interested in buying their house. So here we are in downtown. Total sales and days on market, 3 and 2 respectively. You're going to see a big tick up here, but the showings per listing and new listings, 3.6%, 3.6 and 10 respectively. So quite a bit of a uptick there in November for downtown. Sale price to list price percentage, 101.4%. Condo monthly comparison is $625,000 last month and 1.275 million this month. So, downtown, you're going to get a wide range of condos. Obviously, some of these are very highly priced, like the 1.275, but that's the biggest inventory bump we've seen downtown at 10 in 1 month, and quite a bit. There's just tends to not be so much movement. So it'll be interesting to see how long those sit, because obviously there was some that flew off the shelf there with days on market being only 2. Quite frankly, I'm not even sure how that's possible, because generally, unless they're kind of off market sales, which may have been the key in this situation, somebody may have bought a few condos to buy and hold them. Price per square foot is $687. So quite high, obviously. And you're going to get that because you're downtown. High square footage price. Okay, Eastern Passage and Cow Bay. Kind of one of our beach communities, especially Cow Bay, not so much Eastern Passage, but you're right there near a few of those beaches. Total sales and days on market, 12 and 21. Showings per listing and new listing is 6 and 13. Sale price to list price percentage being 96.5%, and single family monthly comparison is 347,000 versus 392,000. Price per square foot being $396. So, you know, our numbers have definitely normalized in the Eastern Passage. When I was doing these a while ago, they were crazy. This is Eastern Shore and Lawrencetown. So again, this is very much beach country, kind of generally the lower priced beach country than what we have is the South Shore, which we'll be doing a little bit here. But as you can see, there's tons of little inlets, lots of waterfront properties there. Some could be priced quite high, but generally you're going to find a lower sale price than what you would find down in Mahone Bay, Lunenburg, which is all part of the South Shore and on the water there. Total sales and days on market is 1 and 13. Showings per listing and new listing is 4.7 and 6. Sale price to list price percentage is 95%. Single family monthly comparison is $457,000 versus $440,000. And the price per square foot is $269. Excuse me. Sorry, we had a bit of a late night last night. I'd be getting home. Okay, Enfield. And we have basically, this is the area kind of around the airport. All divided highway. I would say, depending on where you are in this neighborhood, you're about a half an hour to 40-minute drive to downtown Halifax. Total sales and days on market is 13 and 31 respectively. Showings per listing and new listing is 3.8 and 24. It's a lot of new listings there. Sale price to list price percentage 97.5%. Single family monthly comparison is $372,000 versus $375,000. Price per square foot is $284. Okay, Fairview, Nova Scotia. We had a little bit more movement in Fairview this month compared to the previous months. But again, a lot moved in about March of last year. So if you think about it, there was such a crazy amount of movement in February, March of last year, that a lot of those houses will likely be held onto for quite a while. Total sales and days on market is 5 and 3. Showings per listing and new listing is 8 and 4. Sale price to list price percentage is 103.1%, so slightly over asking. Single family monthly comparison is 384,000 versus 372,000. Price per square foot is $400. So that's quite high for a price per square footage. But again, you're very, very close to the downtown core in Fairview. You're slightly off the peninsula, but probably your cheapest option within, striking distance of the peninsula in downtown Halifax. Okay, Fall River, another beautiful lakeside area. Total sales and days on market is 9 and 58. Showings per listing and new listing is 5.6 and 6. Sale price to list price percentage is 97.4%. Single family monthly comparison is $825,000 versus $508,800. And the price per square foot is $349. So again, Fall River, you're going to have a pretty wide range of what's some of the price points are, just because there's a lot of lake frontage out there. And there can be some very high priced homes, but inside the quote unquote neighborhoods of Fall River, they can be priced a bit more moderately. It's very nice kind of wooded living there. You still have neighbors and everything, but it's just a very nice area, Fall River. Hammonds Plains and Lucasville, more lakeside living here. Total sales and days on market 12 and 36. Showings per listing and new listing is 5.8 and 16. Sale price to list price percentage is 99.4%. Single family monthly comparison is $725,000 versus $732,250. Price per square foot is $422,000. So larger lots out here, bit of lake frontage, bit of non-lake frontage. But yeah, you tend to be about 40 minutes away from downtown Halifax. It's a little bit of a drive. North End Halifax. Total sales and days on market is 9 and 7. Showings per listing and new listing is 5.9 and 11. Sale price to list price percentage is 100%. Single family monthly comparison is 621,000 versus 552,000. Price per square foot is $391. Condo monthly comparison is 425,000 versus 520,000. There's one or two new build condos going up in the North End right now. I'm not sure how much one of them has left, but there's also some other condo options there too. Price per square foot is 450,000. So this North End, I would say, is one of our most walkable neighborhoods. And I do have a North End neighborhood spotlight, but I'm making another one just to, kind of spruce it up. I'm going back through and doing a lot of kind of updated neighborhood videos, focusing a bit more on the vibe and the walkability and all that stuff of the neighborhoods versus kind of the history, which I did in the previous neighborhood spotlights on this YouTube channel. Sackville and Beaverbank. Total sales and days on market 43 and 26. Showings per listing and new listing is 6.9 and 53. Sale price to list price percentage is 99.1%. Single family monthly comparison is 430,000 versus 455,000. And then the price per square foot is $332. I just realized this is my second time doing this price per square foot. I should keep the price per square foot from the previous month. So we'll do that next month. South End Halifax. Okay. So South End, our creme de la creme neighborhood, I believe, in the Nova Scotia and Halifax area for sure. And those prices will reflect it. Total sales and days on market is 5 and 15 respectively. Showings per listing and new listings 4.7 and 11. Sale price to list price percentage is 97.6%. Single family monthly comparison is 1.14 versus 1.5 this month. So something big went down in the South End. Not too sure off the top of my head, but there's definitely properties down there that are priced in that range and above. Price per square foot is $638 per square foot. Condo monthly comparison, $529,900 and $475. Price per square foot is $860. So I believe that's the highest one. Oops. And that's just because the condos in the South End, there are some older ones that have a decent square footage, but most of the condos in the South End are quite small. There's a modern building or two where those modern buildings, they throw them up and they just tend to have a bit smaller square footage. So you're going to pay a premium just because that location down there in the South End is like a residential. You got multiple universities down there. You've got very nice, it's just a higher price point, but you're also probably, 15-minute walk to downtown Halifax and like a 5-minute drive, if that. So, all right, Spryfield and Armdale. Total sales and days on market is 25 and 15. Showings per listing and new listing, 6.5 and 20. Sale price to list price percentage is 98.3%. Single family monthly comparison is $460,000 versus $587,000. Price per square foot is $374, and the condo monthly comparison is $435,000 versus $405,000. Price per square foot is $384 on the condos. All right, South Shore. This is, our cottage country. Total sales and days on market is 17 and 20. Showings per listing and new listing is 3.2 and 27. Very low showings per listing. Sale price to list price percentage, 98.8%. Single family monthly comparison, $782,000 versus $464,000. Again, the South Shore, you're going to get a very wide range. You've got some true rural properties that are going to be priced a little lower. And then you've got some oceanfront properties, which are priced with the, Halifax people in mind that want a second home or a down South Shore home or something along those lines. Or actually, there's quite a few people from the States who will purchase a house down in the South Shore as their, summer home. So there's a bit of a wide range where if you get off the, the main kind of ocean frontage area, you're going to find some cheaper houses that are lived in by the people that work and live down there year round. Price per square foot is $329. Sydney. So this is about a 5-hour drive from Halifax. We had a request to include this. This is the capital of Cape Breton Island, which is still part of Nova Scotia, but it's up north. So we've got this cheap city living in Nova Scotia. You're up in Cape Breton. I mean, Google Cape Breton. It's quite beautiful up there. Your 5-hour drive. There is a small communal airport there, though, so you can get into Halifax and I think into Toronto and everything from there. And then once you get into Toronto, you can go wherever the heck you want. So it's definitely an option for people that are looking for a bit of a cheaper price point with those city amenities. They've got a hockey team up there, some malls, stuff like that. Just tends to be a bit of a smaller city center, but the prices reflect it. Total sales and days on market 14 and 4. Showings per listing and new listing 4.6 and 17. Sale price to list price percentage is 106.4%. Single family monthly comparison is $250,000 versus $207,000. Price per square foot $180. All right, Tantallon Hubley. Total sales and days on market is 14 and 22. Showings per listing and new listing is 4 and 4. Sale price to list price percentage 97.2%. Single family monthly comparison is $552,500 versus $520,000. Price per square foot $342,000. Sorry, $342. $342,000 per square foot. That is Monaco. But yeah, okay. So this is an area that is, again, you're gonna have a mixture. You've got some of those oceanfront properties, beautiful. They're on there's like tiny little peninsulas. Those are multi-million dollars. They've got their own private boat docks and decent sized lots and everything. But then you've got some actual neighborhoods of split entries, stuff like that. Split entries are their houses that kind of have you walk in the front door and there's a staircase down to the basement, staircase upstairs. Popular build out here. Really great style of home, in my opinion. Timberlea and Beechville. So this is kind of the area. Again, this is a wide ranging area, but there's a golf course that you can live on out here. Yeah, I should probably do a video on that neighborhood now I'm talking about it. Total sales and days on market 5 and 68. Showings per listing and new listing is 5 and 13. Sale price to list price percentage 99%. Single family monthly comparison is $475,000 versus $495,000. Price per square foot is $350. Truro stats. So the Truro stats, basically Truro is about an hour away. It's completely divided highway the whole way. And it's Truro has grown significantly in the last while. Honestly, for whatever reason you're a developer and looking at this, Truro may be a really good opportunity. Their permits for developing out there are significantly less than Halifax. So, and you're still only an hour away. So, do the math. You're not too far from there. The highway is divided the whole way. And yeah, you're actually quite close to the Halifax airport there because the Halifax airport is almost halfway in between Truro and Halifax. So you're about a half-hour drive to the airport and you've got a train station there for whoever still takes the train. Total sales and days on market 9 and 20. Showings per listing and new listings quite high, 7.4 and 8. Sale price to list price percentage is 97%, and single family monthly comparison is $285,000 versus $260,000. Price per square foot is $217. The West End of Halifax. Total sales and days on market is 10 and 15. Showings per listing and new listing is 5.7 and 17. Sale price to list price percentage is 96.1%. Single family monthly comparison is $744,000 versus $518,000. Price per square foot is $462. So, things are moving decently quick in the West End. And we have, moderate price drop there. I'm quite surprised at that. There's certain areas of the West End that are a little cheaper than other areas of the West End. really kind of focuses on how close you are to Quinpool, but there can be some other factors there as well. Windsor, Nova Scotia. All right, so we're finishing up here. Total sales and days on market, 16 and 24, respectively. Showings per listing and new listing is 5.3 and 16. Sale price to list price percentage is 98%, and single family monthly comparison is 315,000 versus 295,000. The price per square foot is $231. Again, Windsor is another commuter community. We're down in wine country there, but an hour away on a divided highway again. And it's not as large as Truro, but you've got some really cool amenities around there. Small ski hill. You've got the Bay of Fundy, obviously, and then you do have wine country. Acadia University is around the corner. And by around the corner, I mean in Wolfville, which is about a 5-10 minute drive. And then you're able to reach Halifax downtown core in about 45 to an hour. So, pretty outstanding option for people looking for that kind of lifestyle. Anyways, all right, folks. Well, this is another episode for me done. Once again, my name's Tom Moore. I work with Remax here in Halifax. If you've got any questions whatsoever about the market or anything I should add to this video, then feel free to either email me directly or leave it in a comment below. And again, feel free to like and subscribe. We have videos coming out every week on Mondays, except for today, which is a Tuesday, because I was late. But yeah, all right, everybody, have a great day.